Hello everybody, welcome to West Virginia. My name is Cheryl and this is my channel Tranquil Stitches. Today I will be doing a plan with me in my classic sized happy planner for the week of September 17th through the 23rd. And I also wanted to take a few minutes to address some questions that have been on my plan with me videos in the past as far as how I actually use my planners. Now, as I've mentioned in previous videos, I journal in my planners. I don't really plan on the pages. When I say plan with me, you're absolutely right to the commenter who said I'm actually decorating the planner for the following week. And you're right. It's not a plan with me. Typically, plan with me videos that I have watched are how they decorate their planner. Sometimes they put the pin. They'll show you with the pen, and sometimes they don't. And I guess I didn't think that through since I use my planner as a journal. It's not really planning, it's just decorating. So I will fix that. And I wanted to show you a previous spread that I did after the pen. I use my planners to journal very personal things. If I have an argument with my husband, or if there's a family member in crisis, or if I'm aggravated about something, or these are all the negative things that I include in my journal. There are twice as many positive things that I include, but typically on a weekly basis, there is some point during the week that I'm aggravated about something. And I journal to put my feelings down on paper so that I can dump them somewhere and hopefully let them go. So that's what I do. So therefore, I'm not very comfortable in sharing most of my spreads on my videos. But I did go back through my 2017-2018 planner, and I found a week in February that I'm okay with sharing, which will hopefully show you how I do journal in my planners. I don't write paragraphs. I don't write long diatribes about what I've experienced that week. I just put keywords in the blocks that help me to remember when I go back to them to read. And the negativity that's in my journals, I figure that whoever reads them, they're going to be reading it after I'm gone. So it's okay that they see that I'm human and that I have feelings that are not happy all the time. So I'm okay with that. But I found a week that I don't care to share with you to show you exactly how I use my planner as a journal. And then I'll also share with you my September half sheet spread when I get ready to do the plan with me for next week, or decorate with me, I guess, to show you exactly how I use my planner to actually plan some things. So hopefully that will help explain what I'm trying to do. And I figured out that as long as I use this mat, my cutting mat, that as long as I keep the planner in this square, that you all are going to be able to see everything I'm doing. And I apologize for last week because I was out of frame a little bit. But when I'm sitting down, the camera's above me, and sometimes I tend to bring it close to me because I can't see. I can't see. So anyway, this is my planner from last year, first part through June of this year. So I went back through and I found a spread that I really am okay with sharing, and I'm just going to put it up briefly. But this is exactly the way I use my planner. I decorated it in this pretty roses, and there's glitter. They sparkle, and I absolutely adore this spread that I did. And some things that I write: 68 degrees and sunny today, beautiful day. Stomach acted up all day, just feel blah. Feel much better today, another gorgeous day. Jean's sick, we didn't get to go to Camp Creek. Rainy day, cleaned floors and cleaned house all day, looks so good. Jean cooked sliders for dinner. That's what I do. That's what I do. Lazy Sunday. Did some work on Ancestry. Can't find Stashines in 1920 yet. Wonder where they are. This is exactly the way I use my planner. And when I go back and read these, I don't necessarily remember that I stripped the bed that day, but I do remember working on Ancestry and not being able to find my family on the 1920 census. So that's just an idea of what I use mine for. There is no right way and no wrong way to use a planner. It's a very personal thing, and that's just the way I use mine. And I hope that answered some of your questions. If you lead a busier lifestyle, if you have small kids at home, then you may use your planner for actually planning, and that's good. There are tons of videos out there that will give you examples of how to use your planner to actually plan. Heather Kell is a very good resource, and so is At Home with Quita and Beans and Monkeys, and I'll link those three below. You can go watch some of their videos. They have small children at home. They have kids in school, and they actually plan in their planners. And if that's, what you're looking for, then I would highly suggest you watch those ladies, because they're absolutely spectacular as far as planning. Heather's earlier videos from a couple years ago are more detailed as far as she doesn't really use much washi tape anymore, and I am a big fan of washi tape. So she basically just uses stickers at this point in her planning. But a couple years ago, if you'll go back, you'll see all of the planners were more into washi than they are now. So that's an idea for you if you're looking for actually planning in a planner. But on my channel, I do journal, and I will be showing you just the decorating process and some extra things that I may feel like throwing out there. Now, I have this one that has some old pages in it that I use to pull out some extra month layouts that I might need, that I can possibly cover up the dates and use in a different way, or I cut them to make notes on to put them in my current planner, or things like that, because sometimes the months do overlap. Like, here's an example of what I have in my planner, in my current planner. I cut out from old pages these notes, and I just cut them out and I put them in a pocket in my current planner. And whenever I need a little slip of paper like that, I'll have it already ready. So that's what this book is. It's just kind of a throw all. I also have my 2016 Holiday Grand Plan in this planner, and I have decided to move my Holiday Grand Plan talk from my floss tube over to my planning videos, because it's really more planning. And I've also made an executive decision this week that last year I used my planner to plan my Holiday Grand Plan, and that took up a lot of space in my planner, and it left me very little space to journal. So, but I tried it. 2016 I did a separate planner for it. 2017 I used my actual planner, and that didn't work for me. So I started out using the planner again this year, but it's just not working for me. So I'm going to this week make myself another Holiday Grand Plan section in a different planner, so that I'll have a separate place to do that. But I just wanted to show you this. I just took some pretty paper and some pretty sparkly washi and just wrote out a cover page. And then in here is my gift list, my menus, my shopping lists, my things that I hope, and I wrote it all in pencil because plans change over the month, and things like that. I'll probably edit out that Christmas card list because you don't need to see addresses. But that's what I did in 2016, and it really worked. So next week I will show you what I come up with for this year, and we will start talking about the Holiday Grand Plan here in my planner videos instead of in my FOSS-tube videos, because not everybody's interested in the holiday grand plan, and if it's over here and you are interested, then that works for everybody. So, on to my current planner and planning next week's spread. Now, September 22nd is the first day of autumn, and that falls within next week. So I am embracing the autumn, and I'm doing an autumn spread. So this is the week that I'll be planning. So we'll go ahead and get started with that. Oh, let me, before we get started with that, let me take a moment and show you this. Now, in my planners, and I've talked with this on my FOSS-tube before I split and did separate videos. This is the half sheet that I make every month. And what I do is I take a plain sheet of paper and I fold it. And I make lists of things that I need to do. This is actually my planning. I'm retired, so I don't have many obligations every week or every month. So everything that I need fits on here. So I journal in my planner, and then this is what I use to remember things that I need to remember. So I have a to-do list here, and I just check it off and I add to it every month. When, like right now, Sophie needs a manicure, so I've got to clip her nails, so I still have to do that this month. So just things that I need to remember to do are on this list. Things to buy and orders I've placed. And I track my orders here, and I write down what I need to buy and check it off when I buy it. This I started for the holiday grand plan before I decided to do a separate planner for that. But I just have the weeks for September broken down as to what they are, and some things that I need to do this month for the grand plan. This is my menu plan, and what I do, it's just my husband and I. So I cook, and then we have leftovers the following day. So I don't cook every single day. He cooks sometimes as well. So what I do is I make a list, and some of these are repetitive every month, but I make a list of things that I'd like to make, and that way I can look at the previous month and I can throw some different things in there so that we're not eating the same thing every month. And then each week I just pick what I want to make from this list, and I make that happen. So, and then I check it off so that I can see what we've already had this month, which I pretty much remember, but I still check them off as far as what we've already had this month, and then I'll, and this is just the entree. I pair things with these things. Like if I make chicken breasts, I'll make, side dishes to go with that, but that's just the entree. So those are some things that we've already had for this month, and I've still got things that I can choose from, and then I'll add to this list if I think of something else that we'd like to do. So that's the way I meal plan. And like I said, it's a planner is a very personal thing. So just make it work for you. Make it work for you. And this works for me. So just wanted to share that with you. Okay, well, let's plan next week. So, like I said, I am embracing fall. I have these two very pretty washi tapes that I'll be using. This one has pretty leaves on it, and this one is just I don't know if you can see that. It's just a pretty autumn red. I also will be using some stickers from this Memory Keeping Holidays book. I love these leaves and pumpkins. And then I'm also going to be using this book that Pam sent me as a random act of kindness, because there's some really pretty fall stickers in here. So I'm going to probably be editing this video a lot and patching it together because, like I said, it's hard to do. I don't if I sit here for 3 minutes and try to think about which sticker to use, I don't want to have you sit here for 3 minutes to try to figure out what sticker I'm going to use. So I will be editing this for your viewing pleasure. So let's get started. Okay, Sophie is actually on the table, so she may make an appearance. And if she does, I'll just scoot her down. She's wanted some attention this morning. She's very needy. I don't know what's going on with her, but anyway, I'm going to start with my washing, and I'm going to try to keep it in this block. So I love this quote. I'm going to make everything around me beautiful. That will be my life. I was telling somebody this past week, someone had said, you live in such a beautiful part of our country. Well, not everything here is beautiful. It used to be, but there are so many drugs here now. A lot of the younger people here they don't take pride in where they live, and they kind of view houses as disposable. They'll move into one and completely trash it and then move and leave it. That's what they do, and it's so sad. So things are not as beautiful as here as I portray them to be, but I choose to see the beautiful and not the ugly. And that's what I show you. It's not perfect here, and it's in no way a paradise. If you're thinking it's a paradise, it's not. But I choose to see the beauty. And that quote, I'm going to make everything around me beautiful, that will be my life. Elsie DeWolf is the author of that quote. And that's kind of the way I have decided to live my life. And that's why I like to plan, because I'm taking this and I'm turning it into something that I love to look at. And that just makes one more aspect of my life happy. So that may sound cheesy. It probably does, but that's okay. That's the way I feel. So I've laid the thicker washi on the bottom. I didn't realize there were polka dots under here. Probably should have left that all the way over. I'm going to do that. So washi's lost some of its sticky. This is some that my son got me last year for Christmas, so it shouldn't be. It's not. I guess it's a year old, but all right. Let's do the same thing over here. Sophie's just laying here on the table with me, just chilling. She's hysterical. Some days she's more needy than others. Sophie's my 5-year-old Tux cat, so in case you're wondering. She's my buddy this morning. She's followed me everywhere. Some days she doesn't want to be bothered with me. Some days she'd just rather go away. And then other days she's very needy. And today's a needy day. And I especially love those days because she sits on my lap a lot and she stitches with me and we just hang out. That is not wanting to stick. I don't know what exactly is going on with that. I may have to do a little bit of glue stick there. Yep. That's what I need to do. So if that pops up again, I'm just going to glue it down. Okay. I love thin washi because it doesn't take up as much room. Yep, see, that's being ornery. I don't know why that's doing that. And I suggest be very, very careful with your glue stick about getting any residue on your pages, because if you get any glue residue on your pages, it's going to stick to the other pages in your planner, and that's pretty much a nightmare situation when you're trying to pry the pages apart in your planner. Been there, done that. Just a word of advice. I wanted to also mention that this past week I had that sleep study done, and another thing that I like to do is I have my bracelet that they put on me from that sleep study, and I stick it on the page too, so that I can remember that experience, good or bad. So if you have anything special, that anything that you can stick to the page like that to, if you're journaling in your planner. Okay. That's got the washi. I'll probably have to tack a few more pieces down as I go. All right, now I'm going to look inside this sticker book and see what I can find. Now the 22nd is the first day of fall. So I think, oh, these are separate little stickers. Let me see. I do like that. Now let me share with you a little trick that I learned from watching other planners. If you want to put a word on a page like this with different, the stickers are different, start in the middle. Start with the middle letters and work out, and that way it'll be centered on the page. I've liked that idea, and I've used it ever since. It's a great idea. Fall colors are my jam. My clothes and my decor and my stickers and everything this time of year just coordinates, and I just love it. It's hard for me to put it away in December. I love the reds and greens for Christmas. I do. But just fall colors. Now, I like this Falling for Autumn sticker. And I'll lay that right there. Okay. I'm digging that so far. Now, let's see what else is in here. Picking apples. I like that. I like the green that I'm introducing to the page. So I'm going to be playing up on that a little bit. Let's see. Let me decide what I'm going to do with this sidebar first. Okay, I found a couple things that might work. I like this. Start where you are. Use what you have. Do what you can. I like that. And then I also, in the watercolors book, I found this pretty to do. I'm wondering if it's the same green as this apple. I think it'll work. I think that will work. So that's what we're going to do. Am I out of frame again? All right. This is from the quotes book, my favorite book. So, I mean, I have used, look, I mean, this book is just fabulous. Okay. I'm going to add this sticker here. So I really like this sentiment. And then as I said, this is the watercolors book. And I've got this to do. That I'm going to add right here. Yep, I like that. Okay. Now picking apples. Yep, it works right there, right, just fine. And then I'm going to carry this apple, this green one. Now these are from this, like I said, Celebrate the Season sticker book that Pam sent me as a rack. And I'm going to carry this over here onto this corner. I like it. I like it. Now, leaves. And I want to highlight this in some way. So I need to figure out, because this is just a beautiful quote. But first I'm going to sprinkle some leaves on the page. Yep, like that. There. Let me see. I think I need a pumpkin or 7. Let's just do one. Now these stickers are see-through. They have a they don't have the white background. So you have to be careful with these, because if you put them over a line, the line's going to show under the sticker. So, and I think I need some little something. This one. I need some little something up here. See how the washi shows through there? And that's okay. But if it's a more substantial sticker and you've got a big piece of washi, then it's gonna mess with your sticker. So just keep that in mind. I love that. Now let's sprinkle some leaves over here and a pumpkin. Pumpkin here. And leaves. The trees here are turning. They're turning. And for my floss tube video on Monday, I'm hoping to have some pictures of that. I like it. I like it. I think it is beautiful. So, hold on a minute. So I want to highlight this a little bit, this quote, because I'm just enamored with this quote. I'm not enamored with this washi. It's acting up. Well, could I have cut that more crooked? I doubt it very seriously. But you know what? That's okay. It's not perfect. None of my spreads are perfect. And it's okay, because I'm not either. Okay, I found these pretty orange and green hearts that I'm going to use just to give a little attention to that quote, to remind myself that I love it, and to read it often. I'm going to make everything around me beautiful. That will be my life. And I took those plain pages and I made them into something that I think is beautiful. So I am extremely, extremely happy with next week's spread. So I'm going to pop that back in my planner. And there we go. I'm all set for next week. I will be doing a fall bucket list spread that I will upload, and I will also upload my holiday grand plan once I get that done. So if you're interested at all, just watch for those upcoming. And thank you to everybody for your comments, your likes, and your views for my Plan With Me videos. And I hope that I just inspire you to make your life a little more beautiful. And that's my goal. So until next time, happy planning.